Most handmade business owners have the dream of turning their craft into profit, but to reach their first $1,000 seems very impossible for them. Well, in 2025, it is not just possible, it is realistic when you know the right steps. In today's video, I am going to break down proven roadmaps for you to reach your first $100 selling handmade product. Whether you crochet, whether you bead, whether you sew, whether you make candles, soaps, or whether you create resin art. Hi, my name is Mavis and you're watching the Artisan's Roadmap. Let me know in the comment section what craft niche you are into and let's connect from there. To reach your first $1,000 selling handmade product, your first step is to pick the right product. Picking your right product seems quite difficult, but it is not difficult at all. Come closer, let me take you through. For every craft niche, there are so many products that you can sell under them. I am going to use myself as an example throughout this video because I have been a bead artist or a beader for the past 8 years, and I believe that my little experience will be able to guide us all through this journey. For instance, let's take beading. And the beading, you will get beaded handbags, you will get beaded necklaces, you will get beaded tissue boxes, you even get people beading on clothes for engagements, any other occasion. Okay, that is fabric beading. And then there are so many of them. We have key holders, we have slippers, so many under beading. And then if we come to crocheting, there are so many of them as well. We have crochet wares, we have blankets, so many of them. When it comes to sewing, ready to wear business, making of bonnets, scrunchies, I mean, a very numerous of them, okay, and then it applies to almost all the craft niches. Each of them have so many sub niches under them. Now, for you to pick the right product is the right step that you need to take. Okay, so sometimes people will tell you to do research, okay, but before we go into researching to know the right products you are going to sell, let me see this, okay. Sometimes people have 2 or 3 skills that they have, okay. For me, I know how to sew, I bead, I crochet, but then I have picked beading as my primary product because I don't feel like I'm being forced to do it, okay. Now, if you do your research, people will tell you that for you to know your right product, do your research, know what is trending. If you go on the internet and you do your research, you know what is trending, and you decide to go for it, okay, you might think that because it is trending and people are getting money from it, you will want to do that actually. But it is only when someone places an order that you feel like someone is forcing you to do something that you are not willing to do. Like you feel pressured, you feel like you're being forced because it is not something that you are passionate about. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Sometimes for me, if I get order for a crochet wear, I will have to lie to the customer numerous times because I feel pressured. In as much as I know how to crochet, and then I've seen people getting money from it, so I also decided to post it, to advertise it. Now, the moment someone orders for it and you start making the cloth or you start making whatever the person ordered for, that is when you know that you have made a very big mistake, okay. And so make sure it is something you are passionate about. That is why this channel is about turning your passion into profit, because it should be something that you are willing to do. It shouldn't be that you have seen people making money from this niche and so you want to go into it. No, it doesn't work that way. When you do that, you are hurting yourself because you will always feel pressured. So always go for something that you are passionate about, okay. Yes, you will have to do your research, know what is trending to get your right product, but there is something that you need to know about those products that are trending. That is the gap, okay. I know someone is saying that every video that I watch on how to start a business or how to do that, they will tell you to look for the gap. Now, it is not something difficult. This is how you do it. If you are into beading, okay, then you search for people or hire bigger brands or even smaller brands. Sometimes you search for all your competitors, you know the product that is circulating, what is trending within your niche. So if it is a semicircle beaded bag, you look at it. If I am to be the one to buy this bag, is there something that I would love to add to it? That is the gap. If you are going for, you want to go into fabric beading and you see an engagement dress being beaded, and then you feel like, if it was me, I would have done this, I would have done that. That is the gap you are finding. Okay, so when you start producing your own, you add those touches to it. If it is a necklace that you saw, maybe all of these things, it is the color combination that you think the person is not blending the colors well. When you start your own, do it. If it is crochet, we have so many methods to make dresses. And so if you see a particular dress and you feel like, if this person had used this procedure or this method of crocheting, this dress would have turned out much better. That is your gap. Take that's your opportunity. Do that dress, the same dress, but use the procedure that you feel like will make it even much better than what your competitors are already doing. Do you understand? If it is soap making or any other niche, craft niche, just look at, study them, okay? Study them and think about it. What is it about this product that if I am to be the one to use it, I would love to have, I would have to, I would want to add on. Okay, those add-ons that you would want to add to the product that has already been made is your gap. And when you start your business, you do that, you add those add-ons to it, and you are good to go. That is your right product. I believe this is the easiest way I have explained this, and I believe you understood it. But if there is any part that I did explain it well, do let me know in the comment section, or you can even go straight to my channel, the community tab, type anything that you want, and then you will have me discussing it with you, where we can even have others sharing their ideas. Now, the second step to reach your first $1,000 selling handmade product is to price for profit. The reason why you see me looking at this is I recorded first video, but I realized that my mic was off, so I am just looking down to know it is still on. Okay, so pardon me for that. Okay, now the second step that you need to know is price for profit. Okay, I have made a separate video on how to price your handmade product. The link is the first thing in the comment section and also in the description. Go check it out. It is a very detailed video. When you watch that video and you still want me to break it down even more, you can also let me know in the comment section of that video, and I will be very willing to do that. You can also let me know in the community tab, where we will all discuss. Okay, so pricing for profit. Now, sometimes when you are pricing for your handmade product, you go for the material cost. Then you decide to add any amount you want to it, and that is it. If you do that, you are pricing, of course, you might think that you are getting profit, but you are not. You might think that you are getting profit, but you are actually not. Okay, now this is the correct way for you to price for profit. Like I said, I have made a detailed video on that, so I'm just going to lash it off, but it is going to be very understandable. Now you look up for your material cost, for your labor cost, and then your overhead cost. So let's take it, for instance, if I am to make a beaded bag, and then the material cost is about $20. Now the labor cost should be the amount you're going to charge per hour. If you're going to spend 5 hours to make a particular product, then you are going to, and your labor, maybe you are charging, let's say $10 per hour, then you multiply the $10 by the hours you're going to spend. Now To come up with the amount you want to charge per hour, researchers let us understand that it shouldn't be less than the minimum wage in your country. It shouldn't be less than the minimum wage in your country. So if the minimum wage in your country is $15, you can't charge $12 per hour. No, you can charge $15 per hour depending on how long your you're going to take to produce that craft or that product. Okay, so your labor cost, that is, you multiply the amount you're charging per hour by the number of hours you're going to spend making that product. So your material cost is $20. Let's just say your labor cost is $50, because always, if you're going to do that right, you will know that it's going to be higher than the material cost. Now the overhead cost is your rent, your electricity bills, your transportation, your packaging. You buy some bags and um polymers for delivery and all that. Those those items goes under overhead cost. Okay, now the overhead cost is shared because you are not going to use it for just one product, so you share it on all the products you're going to produce in that month or in that week. So overhead costs are always shared. I explained it much better in the video I'm recommending for you. And then, so let's just say the overhead is just $10. Okay, so we have 20, 50, and 10, which is $80. Now we come to almighty profit margin. You cannot price your product without thinking about the profit margin. The profit margin is for crafters is said to be $20. Sorry, it's said to be 20% to 50%. Okay, so let's just stick to 20%, as it is okay for small handmade business owners like ourselves. Okay, so if you're going for 20%, now you're going to take 20% of $80. 20% of $80 is going to be, if I am wrong, correct me in the comment section. So 20%, 10% of $80 is going to be 8. So I believe that 20% is going to be 16. Now you're going to add that $16 to the $80, going to be $96, and that is going to be the price of your product. That, like I said, price of your beaded bag or your crochet wear or any other product that you're making. Okay, now we have product that doesn't take quite long to make, that is resin art and making candles and soap making. It doesn't take much time, like beading, crocheting. Okay, so if you're charging per hour, you should know how much you're going to charge. You understand, to get all your profit, your labor in there. You're not going to see that if I am to make a beaded bag, I will charge 15 per hour. So if I'm going to make a lot of things in an hour, you're still going to charge 15. No, please. It is not done that way. Okay, so you should also price it right. But now when you go through all these and then you watch that video I'm recommending, you will know how to actually price for profit. The next step I am going to talk about is very common, but you need to have it strategized. That is using social media platforms. Okay, so use social media platforms strategically. You can't just stand up and post on your social media and then you go back and sleep. The next day you come and post. Please, no. There are strategic ways that you can use social media to market your handmade product, and I bet you're going to make your first $1,000 from social media. I have been in this craft business for quite a long time, and I cannot count to 3 times running ads. I think it was my first try running ads about 5 years ago that it was quite effective. But the second and third time, yes, I had people coming into my DM asking for the price and all that, but I didn't get sales. For instance, TikTok, which is everywhere now, you can use trending sounds. Okay, now if you want your video to go viral on TikTok, You can do behind the scenes. People love that a lot. Behind the scenes, showing them how you go about producing that product. They love that. They will follow you as soon as possible. Okay, so behind the scenes videos, how if you are into crochet, show them how to style it. I mean, you can how to combine your crochet top with this, lifestyle videos, how to style the product that you're making, the behind the scenes, and then when you are packaging them, when you're going to do the delivery, show them everything. Let them feel you, let them connect to you. Don't just post your product, okay? And then you can also use trending sounds, trending dance challenges. If you even don't know how to dance, just do something with the dance moves and you'll be good to go. Okay, same thing applies to Instagram and Facebook reels. Just use trending sounds, go with the flow, be consistent. That is the very effective way if you want to use social media strategically. Be consistent. Steady your followers for a while, know when they are online and post at that time. And then if you're going to do that every day, know that you're going to do that every day. If you're going to do that every 2 days, know that you're going to do that. Please, there is an upcoming video where I will dive deeper into using social media for your handmade products. Please do subscribe so you don't miss that video. Okay, the last thing I would like to talk about is very dear to my heart, because I've seen comments under people's videos saying that people preach about how to turn your passion into profit, but they don't know that that can't happen, because you wouldn't even get money. It is not sustainable. I've seen people complaining about that a lot. Now the fourth thing, or the last thing, is reinvest and grow. Okay, so I saw this comment under someone's video who was saying that people tend to just share the good side of every business, how to start a business, and then we leave the better part, because she thinks that if you the way we preach that you can turn your passion to profit, you when you go into it, that is when you know that you can't even pay your bills. Now you will all agree with me here that you can't just start a business within a month, within 2 months, and think that that business is going to help you pay your bills. It is not realistic. If you agree with me, do let me know in the comment section. I believe that is not realistic, because there is something you need to do. Let the business get to a level that you think that you've gotten the capital you invested back, and now what you're getting is profit. Okay, and for you to be able to reach that level is to reinvest your profits. Reinvest your profit and grow. Simple. Even if it is 10% profit that you are getting, reinvest it to the point where you think that now you've gotten the capital that you started with, and what is now coming is your profit, or is something that you are adding to the principal. Let me say it that way. I don't know whether you get it. What I'm saying is reinvest your profits when you are starting out. Don't just start out your business and then your first order you go and buy Louis Vuitton bag, you go and buy Gucci bag. Please, if you do that, you are killing your business. Okay, reinvest your profit and you grow. Okay, reinvest your profit and you grow. And I believe that if you do that, it will actually help you grow your business, because if you're starting up a business and you're already thinking about buying a car from your business, that is not realistic. Reinvest. Even if it is $10 you are getting as profit, reinvest. And you will agree with me, after half a year, after a year, if you did this continuously for 6 months or up to a year, you will come back and tell me that, Mavis, what you said actually worked for me. If your business is already started and you have not been doing that, try this and let me know later in my upcoming videos that what I actually told you, you listen to it and then it worked for you. My name is Mavis, and thank you for staying out with me. Please and please again, I know as at the time I'm making this video, this channel is a new channel with less than 100 subscribers. I believe that this video was very helpful, and if you agree with me on that, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. I am pleading with you, subscribe to this channel because I have amazing things to share with you. Bye bye.